it's Claudia here. Well, I'm going live because I don't think my plan of going live on Saturday is going to work. So I've decided to just go live right now. And this is the designs we're going to work on. There are three different designs, they have different aspects. I'm trying to work with some acrylic petals that I made yesterday. It was for a customer, but the remaining ones are the ones I'm going to use. And also yesterday's design, I wanted to showcase it, but the customer didn't want. She was like, it's either she pays or I take a video of her nails. So I just took the idea of her paying me instead of the designs being taken for free. So I started by putting the base coat, the primer, the same products that I use. Yes. And there are only three nail designs that we're going to work with. So if you're to look at our design, the first nail we're going to work with, it has a nude base. The other side has maroon. Then we're going to make some water effect on it, then the flower petals plus some jewel. Yeah. Then the second one, it also has the nude base, but it's more of it's the same French. The only difference is that it has the petals at the tip of the nail. Then the third design, it's lilac purple with some purple, and it's going to be a pumpkin design on it. So let's get into the design. I think let's start by doing the nudes, then we'll come for the lilac purple later. As usual, this is the nude that I love to use. I don't know, I feel like today I want to talk about something in this live, mainly about mental health. Could we interact about it? Like, I just need an interaction, a genuine one about it. Because in this day and age that we're in, we're really facing a lot. Okay, of course, I'm in uni and I go through a lot, mentally through a lot. And I feel sometimes really challenged by it a lot, and I wish there will be someone I could express all of that to. But then I sat once down to like have a brief talk with myself on how really I want to start catering for my mental health. So these are three ways that I've tried my best to get. This is the lilac purple we're going to use, and it's in shade 01. So I'm going to, the first thing that I've learned to curb my mental health, and it's not, of course, the most perfect, but I have done something with it. Because as a student and someone who is trying to break into the media creation, how do they call it? Content creation, yes. As someone who is trying to break into that, I do really struggle with a lot of things, trying to balance my books, my friendships, balancing my YouTube journey, and also ensuring that at least I give my best for those who are watching my content because they do deserve that. The first thing of late that I do is to identify my triggers. There are things that do trigger you compared to others. So, like, identifying my triggers has been like the best thing for me. I'm going to cure this. This is the lilac purple, and the other two are nude. The first thing I've tried with is like to I've just tried like to monitor my triggers to know what triggers me and what doesn't trigger me. Um that has helped me be able to like know my understand my emotions more best. Because for an example, let me give you an example, right? For us in my course we're like only 8 girls and there are like 50 boys. So doing a course which is mainly male occupied, like it's a STEM course, and most of the people there are men, and we're only like 8 girls. And I've realized I am more triggered in class and doing lectures than when I'm outside. And so let me give you an example. Like today, out of the 8 girls, our lecturers make sure that the 8 girls have to be the leaders of all the discussion groups. You get it? They appoint the girls as the leaders, not the men. Now the problem with it is this: some of these guys are not willing to work as a group. And the problem with not with having people who don't want to work, like they don't want to cooperate, they don't want to contribute. There's you not wanting to work. Maybe for example, like in a group project, you may not want to work. I'm not going to force you to work. This is the maroon we're going to use, and it's in shade 10. There's you not wanting to work, but then being arrogant in it. You get it? That does trigger me a lot. So each time I have lectures and maybe we have like a group project we're supposed to do and all of that, it's really hard. But now this has also helped me learn to like curb my emotions. Because at the end of the day, the lecturer needs his work. You get it? The lecturer needs his work. And no one is going to ask who is going to ask who are the group members. No. They're going to ask for the group leader. You, the leader, you have to explain why your class doesn't have the work the way the lecturer wants it. So I feel like identifying my triggers and being able to curb my emotions on how best to work through has been something that helps me a lot. We're going to draw a French here. Let me see. I don't know what. Look at this. Welcome to the live, everyone. Today's live, I'm going to do some 3 designs. It's freestyle. It's not something which was requested by anyone. I'm just going to do some designs. Meanwhile, I share with you some of my thoughts about mental health. If you also have anything you could share with us, I think the chat room is free. You can use it. Do respectfully. You can share with us your thoughts. So as I was saying, the lecturer is going to come for his work. He's not going to ask, oh, why didn't the members do it? No, you, the group leader, you have to explain. So like sometimes you schedule maybe like a discussion for this particular project you're supposed to work on, and everyone will agree, of course. But reaching at that time, they're not coming. And mind you, every group only has one girl, and we're like, I think we're like 9 groups, and each group has five people, I see. Yeah. So having such a class has really been a bit a triggering thing, and I've realized I'm more triggered when I'm off to school than when I'm alone or when I'm with my friends outside class. So identifying your triggers is something that you really need to know, and sometimes learning to just, I know it's hard to like let go of things, especially like now, for instance, the classwork, it's really a bit hard to let go of such a thing, especially when you're angry. The lecturers are not minding of like what you are saying or like how things are going in the group. They're expecting their work at the end of the day. They're not going to listen to your excuses. That is it. They're not going to listen to your excuses. So it's a bit really hard to work in a class where we have a lot of people who are kind of a bit arrogant, and this is like a male dominated field. So I do struggle with that a lot. And actually, one of the reasons why I started doing nails was to like just give myself peace, because I be more at peace when I'm trying to create some designs. If I'm not with my friends, this is something that does help me. Like it helps me do it really helps me a lot. This is the friendship we've done. Then also I've tried to incorporate a new hobby into my life. That is, I do I do a lot and a lot of eyeliners. I felt like to some degree I should maybe start putting some of that content, but I feel like makeup content is not something I really want to go into. You know, the makeup field has a lot of drama going on. I sometimes don't understand why, because this is one industry that we really do need. We do need it, and it's of great use to us as women, right? It's really of great use to us women. I was thinking of maybe trying to just do maybe once in a while some makeup. But of course, getting good products here is a bit a hard thing. Yeah. So my first point was like learning to identify your triggers. Second one is how best to curb your emotions. Because if you cannot identify your triggers, trust me, you're not going to learn get away a bit the best way to curb your emotions. And remember what triggers is, and is like, can I just say it's like something move like an emotion boiling up and exploding, or wanting to explode. Because I can really say that I've seen that. Oh god, I'm over talking now. I've made the wrong lines. So yeah, it's like something which is an emotion that you need to learn to curb. So how best do you curb your emotions is something you need to know. Because for some people, I've seen people who go and just sit somewhere quiet and live. And that's one beautiful thing about my university. We have like a lot of quiet areas you can just sit, and you're not going to like have any type of disturbances. And when I say quiet, it's not necessarily like buildings, what, no. We have a lot of nature here. So we're at a good liberty compared to other universities within the country. And also trying to weigh every problem that comes in your life. You get it? And when I say weigh, it's not necessarily like, I know not every problem is supposed to be compared to another problem, no, but you should learn to weigh like the challenges you're facing, because sometimes you're reacting to things more than you should have reacted. I understand sometimes like the emotions have piled up, so you're just exploding, maybe from like having kept a lot of emotions untackled and all of that. And that's something I do understand, that it does happen like a lot. But give yourself the grace to know what you're going through and learn to process those emotions. Because processing your emotions is already a step to solving whatever the issue you're facing, right? So learning to calm them down and finding better ways to settle off with them is the best thing to do. And and by the way, this is why I love countries like America. I love countries like America, because trust me, in a country like America, you are not going to stress someone mentally for quite a long time and get away with it. You see, where I am here, people people don't literally care about each other's mental health. You get it? You need to do that for yourself. You need to rise up for yourself. You need to speak up for yourself. And it's funny because I've only been to the States once. I've never left my country. And that I think that one was in 2008. That's the first time I went to the US, and I've never been there again. Though I watch a lot of their TikToks, and you really see these people care about their mental health a lot. They speak up for themselves. Now for us here, in a lot of schools, people are going to tease you, people are going to bully you, and nothing is going to be done. Trust me, nothing is going to be done. Even if you report it to the administration, what's going to happen? Like the people know, even the kids know. Oh, I've not shown you the purple I'm using. This is the purple that I'm using. This is how it looks, the color, and the shade number is. Shade number is it's 03. Yeah, 03. Like where I stay here, they do not give a fuck about your mental health. So you is someone who is like you feel a lot is going on and you need to do better for yourself. You need to learn to stand up for yourself. And that's something I really love about the Americans. Like they are going to speak up for themselves. They are going to stick up for themselves. They're not going to like let you just bully them or what. No, they're going to speak up for themselves. And I really love that about them. At least that's one trait I've learned from them in my years of like being active online. So weighing like what the problems that you're trying to face, knowing which one of them is more has more gravity than the others, and starting to maybe tackle from that one is something very important. For example, let's take now like someone who is maybe studying and they are having a lot of assignments to do. Meanwhile, they're also struggling with friendships. And that's not me saying that we shouldn't. I'm going to cure this for a minute. And it's not me saying that friendships are not important. They are quite very important. But we as people also need to understand. Wait, let me first analyze this design because it seems like I'm forgetting something I'm supposed to have done here. Oh, whoopsie. It's this one that has to be keyword only. The lilac purple lining, because this maroon and the nude, there's a design I have to do in it before I put this under the lamp. Like have you seen the design? These dots here, they're supposed to be the top the top coat, but put into the maroon to give that water-like effect, which I had forgotten before I put everything under the lamp. So as I was saying, trying to weigh what you're going through in life and knowing what to tackle first before the other is quite really important. And I know everything does have an effect. You can't just neglect a lot going on in your life. Same as you also cannot decide to do everything at once. Trust me, it's going to drain you. It's going to drain you, and that's something I don't think is a good trait. So, like trying to know what triggers you more, trying to find ways to curb your emotions, and also trying to weigh what's more trying. Like, what's that biggest trial that you're facing right now is something really quite important, because there are certain things that you can easily let go compared to others, and there are certain things that can cause you permanent damage compared to what others. Get it? And remember, we're in a generation where social media is so much impactful in our life that if you if you don't take charge of what maybe your eyes are watching, what you're putting into your soul, trust me, you're going to go through a lot. And you see, it's funny because I really love the courage that I'm seeing in other countries where people speak about things like mental health. What you can't find that in some places. For us here, you're going to be seen as a weakling, as all of that. And I love the fact that people in my generation are starting to speak up. Like, they are not willing to struggle. So you can see this is the design. We're going to cure it. So for this design here, it's the third design. We're going to make a swap effect, but we're going to use the maroon, the orange, the purple, lilac purple onto it. You get it? So if you're someone who's maybe from a place where mental health is really respected, and there are a lot of people standing for it, you should be very grateful to God, because that's not the reality some of us are into. We have a lot of situations where young people are committing suicide, and you can't even find it anywhere in the news, because one of our neighboring universities, a student, I think he's a freshman, like a first year student, he committed suicide yesterday. But if you go right now to the Ugandan tabloids, you're not going to find it anywhere. You're not going to find that situation anywhere. That's enough for you to know people are going through a lot. And mind you, this is a young guy. A lot of his classmates were saying that he just had his first relationship breakup, and this is someone who didn't have people to talk to, didn't have friends. So, like, he was going through a lot, which is a sad thing. And just like that, he lost his life. And who knows? People are going to wake up tomorrow and he will be forgotten. No one is going to remind anyone that, oh, we had such and such person in our class once. So for the young people, I think it's really important. We should learn to derive ways to cater to our mental health. It's something really very important. We should learn to put it into consideration. Like, that's something we need to start putting into consideration, because at the end of the day, if we don't, who else will? You get it? Who else will? So this is the color form we're going to work with. Hope you can see it. We're going to cure this and we come for the next for other colors later because we need to have prominent lines somewhere somehow there. So we're going to make an outline using black gel. Of course, for the tip of the French here, you don't need to make it perfect because we're going to put designs there. So it's really not that much of need. Don't make sure that this outline, this side is well put out because you need it to be a kind of bit very good. It has to be your best. Do your best. This is the what is it called? The acrylic powder we're going to use. The brand you see here, and I want to show you the color. Yeah, it's here. It's kind of it gives off the brown look. It's like some chocolate brown, not necessarily very dark, but yeah, it gives that brown off. And the acrylic liquid that I use, it's IBD. Yep. Yeah, so it's almost done. So I'll just use it for my design. And these are the charms we're going to use. I don't want to put something very much of blinky blinky. Let me start with this one. Really have, I think I didn't pick my charm glue, but of course, as usual, I have to improvise using something I'm going a bit lazy to get off and go somewhere and pick that. I'm going to use my gel instead, top coat instead, and we put that. Wait, why don't I first put the petals first and then I put the charm later? Because I feel like it would be more well positioned if I use that technique. It's kind of easier. Let me first get my gel picker. You can see these are the petals that I made. I made them yesterday for a customer and some had remained, so I'm going to use them, these remaining ones too. Oopsie. I thought it had fallen into the liquid. Hey, now for you, I don't know why the picker is not working well. Yeah, this thing is not dried. Oh, What's happening? I think I'm just going to do them using my hands because I wanted to use the picker. It's not working well for me for this technique. And PS, the nails that I usually do with petals are not that very practical. Though I just had one customer who is kinda, I mean, that girl, she really makes me laugh. She like loves a lot of big art. She's a fan of such. So this wants to break off. This other is already stuck. I've never done petals with glue, like of acrylic petals. I've never done them with glue. I don't know why this is provoking me into using some, but let me try and see how it would work. No, that's let me hold it. We're going to cut some of this petal. It has not dried. I want it to first dry and then we trim it up because the flower has to, it has to all be on the same size. But if you have time, you can also do these petals like one by one, like adding the what? The acrylic onto each. The way I was doing at first, though I feel that takes a lot of time for you to be able to get them into the look that you want. It takes a lot of time. Yeah, I'm going to hold them up a bit because so we're going to leave it to dry up. Then we're going to trim the petals for them to be in size. But for now, let's work on this other design. This last one here. According to our design book, we're supposed to have a pumpkin here at the extreme. We're going to use purple and line it out using the lilac purple. Don't mind the noise outside there. It's just a new artist coming in town, so they're making promotions for her. At first, when I was coming out with a design, with a strategy for this live, I felt like I should do some full set. You know that the leaves, there's that pretty leaf that we have for the fall, during fall. I wanted to have it, to draw it, but I think I did a live for that just some time back, so I never had the interest. I don't feel my back is over hurting because I overbend each time I do nails, and my head hurts a lot. Yes, let's do this because time is running. I don't know where I've put my scissors. Yeah, it's in. Hello, Iman. How are you? Is that French? Because I can identify it's French, but uh, you do. Oh, what I do for a living? I'm just a student. Though I do nails sometimes as part time or just to like relax. Yeah, I do nails. And you? What do you do? You mean French? Like speaking French? I don't know how to speak French. Though our neighbors here speak French, so we can easily hear some of the words they say, but we don't speak it like fluent like them. We have DRC Congo as our neighbor. Yeah. So guys, I really need some nail ideas that like what designs do you think I should do next in my next live? I can't promise you when that will be, but what designs do you think would be a good idea that I try out? Eh, eh. Oh god. Wait, I didn't cure this and I just wow, this is have you seen? I didn't cure it and I just decided to add top coat into it. Oopsie. I've cleaned it out, so we're going to redo the whole design again because I made a mistake. So, what ideas do you suggest that in my next live I try to incorporate? I'm also learning how to do certain designs, so you can share with me what you feel I should try out in my next live. What designs would you suggest that I try out in my next live? Because there are high chances on Friday I might go live again, probably the same time or even earlier. But that cannot be if I, well, this other one broke. At least it did not break the whole design. I'm not willing to fix anything. Let's just leave that out. And that's the reason why I say the petrol design, I don't think it's something practical we can do. And by the way, someone suggested in one of my videos that I try out polish, nail polish instead of gel in my next lives. I don't know. I'm going tomorrow evening to town. I want to go and buy some polish, and maybe I make a review for them. Like it's purely East African. It's an East African brand. I'm going to try reviewing it for all of you live, and we see how some of the colors are. Because I feel like that brand does a lot of good products. Just that it's not. It's like it's overlooked by most people here. They don't see it as a brand they would want to like incorporate into their art. Do I feel it's a very beautiful brand? Where have I put my brushes? So, are there designs that you would wish we go live with next time? Because I'll be really open to trying out new designs. Man, what designs would you feel like I should try out next in my next live? Because I can tell you're going to be around, you'll attend. So, what designs do you think would be a good idea that I try out in my next live? I did come across a TikTok where someone said charms are out of style. I don't know how my viewers will feel about the fact that I've used, the normal charms, not of course the others that I use for customers. No, these ones I use them when I'm just doing designs or like going live. Yeah, like charms are out of style. So my question is, if they're out of style, what is in style? Can you please share with me some of the trends that you have in your countries? Because we literally don't have anything here much unless we view TikTok and say, okay, this is what we're doing. But one thing I feel like it's really fascinating a lot of people here is that builder gel. It's literally like a bit new here. What's happening? Ooh. And I think it would be better if I could get, if I could like start maybe like during my lives like this, we share the next idea for the next live and we come up with what we can do. Because I feel like I want to start maybe doing lives with only acrylic, but then I feel gel is easier to come up with designs because most acrylic designs are just going to be, the base is going to be acrylic, but the design itself doesn't fascinate me. And I feel like drawing flowers, of course, petals is a different thing. These 3D petals that we're doing right now here is a different thing. I meaning like those flowers that used to be done on the nails. I feel it's more of like something which is 2021, 2022. It's not something that I would love right now. It's not. And it just doesn't give me the vibe anymore. It's no longer the same. Because I remember when I started my nail journey, most customers will come and they'll want that for the acrylic. They want that. They want like you draw petals on their fingers using what? The acrylic powder. It was fascinating, yes, it was. But of course, along the line, I felt bored out. Also, just like chrome. Chrome. I don't think chrome is something that is overly used now. Maybe for specific designs, yeah, it's used. Honestly, it is used. But I would not also want chrome. I feel like it's quite very much outdated. Like it's not something that would fascinate me much. I'm just not that much of a fan of chrome. Just the same way we had there was some kind of glitter like things. Let me get them to you. I overstocked them, and let me tell you, I regret. Let me get them for you. You see these products? Oh Lord. Like I think in 2020, 2022, yeah, I overstocked them. There were so many. But now these are the only three remaining. Actually, no customer wants them. But actually, now that I've seen them, well, I think on Friday when I go live, I'm going to try to make some fall set, fall, not Halloween, fall set, and I want to try to use this orange. Is it cut out? I don't know what exactly they even call, but they used to be so hot here. Everyone wanted a design with it, the foil papers, all these things. Even you see, they're already pouring. One of the reasons why people don't even like them. Have you seen this? Like I wasn't even trying to get them, but now they're they're falling. Oh God, this is the thing. Yeah, I feel like I want to do a set with it. Since that I've seen them, I'm going to go into my Pinterest board and search for something which is orange, fully orange set. I think this would work, like some effect. It would work as some typical fall effect because at the end of the day, keeping them even around becomes of no use. At least I don't know, products are selling out, they're going out. Even the crumbs that I had got are done. And people keep on once in a while, they keep on asking for chrome. So I might get that chrome. I might buy it again because tomorrow I have to go to town. I want to get some polish, at least like 10 shades, that's enough. So that we do some review of them and we put all of it to work and we see how good it is. Because it's purely an East African brand. I won't mention the name. I'm just going to show it during the live for everyone to see. Yeah, it's good. Then also some henna. I also know some East African brands that have good henna. I would also get some if money is enough, because the plan that I had generally was for only the polish. But I'm going to get some henna and I also introduce to you. But I feel like for the full set, we're going to waste some of these products to come up with some full sets, because the more I keep them, the more they are of no use. Customers no longer use them. I think it will just be best that I use them maybe for like lives or to do some designs and be creative with it. So this is the final outlook. As I had said, this the petal trend is there. It's very beautiful. It's a trend that everyone likes. But I'll be honest to you, it's not something practical. You get it? Just good for designs, just good for fun, but it's not something practical. And this first design here, the way these petals were aligned, I had done them yesterday on someone. These ones were on someone. These two I just added them on for this live, because I want to do a live at least with 3 sets and get to interact with my subs more, because I've hit now 10K subs. I am really grateful to each and every one of you. Thank you so much. But I've tried really to spare some time to grow this channel this time around. And I hope to do better this month. So this month, my goal is this. In a week, at least we're going to go live twice or thrice. Yeah, that is it. We're going to be going twice or thrice. So be ready to see me go live at least 3 times a week or twice. Okay? All I just need is like more interaction on like what designs I should do out. If I have the products, I'm going to create it out. If I don't have the products, of course I won't. And remember, I stay where you can't find good products easily. Like where I stay, no, it's not something you can easily find on on a normal day. Most brands don't send good quality products where I stay, so you have to work with what you have. And thank you for everyone who tuned on today. We see again on Friday, probably same time or not a bit earlier, because I wanted to go a bit earlier, like by one something East African time. Yeah, I wanted to go live and we review the Polish brands and do something creative with them. You get it? So have a great day. Bye.